today we are going to see who is better, LeBron James or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I have put them both in the same draft class just so we can compare head-to-head who would score more points if they were in the same draft class. Now in real life, LeBron is closing in on passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's all-time scoring record in a career, which currently is at 38,387 career points. So I took it upon myself to put them both in the 2003 draft class, which had LeBron James, Carmelo, Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, and the boy Kirk Heinrich. First things first, we gotta simulate the season to see who's gonna go where. So to make it all fair, I turned off injuries for everybody just so there's no, oh, but this guy got hurt, this guy got hurt, or this shortens their career. Also, I'm not gonna be changing any of their lineups or any of their free agent moves. Whatever happens, happens. If LeBron wants to retire after 13 years, if Kareem wants to retire after 5 years, or if they're just bums, that's what happens. What I am interested to see is here though, is first of all, who's gonna go number one in that draft class? You can't miss either one. They might be the 1 and 2 best number 1 picks of all time. And I'm interested to see which teams take them, because LeBron was picked by the Cavs, Kareem was picked by the Bucks. The Bucks had Oscar Robertson and had a great team around them, and LeBron was with nothing. And of course the Lakers won championship. So neither one of them is going to Lakers right away. So here we are at the draft lottery. The top 5 picks in this draft are all can't miss, basically, unless someone takes Darko Milicic. I don't know what to tell you. So the number 1 overall pick is going to the Portland Trail Blazers, number 2 to the 76ers. I would assume one of those two teams gets LeBron and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and the Cavs fall to number 3. So let's see who goes number 1 overall to the Portland Trail Blazers. It's Chris Bosh? If you need a big, why taking Chris Bosh over Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? All right, so that is wild. Number 2 overall goes LeBron James to the Philadelphia 76ers. Kareem's got to go number 3 to the Cavs, right? And Kareem goes number 3 to the Cavs. Dwayne Wade goes to the Nuggets. Carmelo goes to the Bulls here. Chris came into the Jazz. So now that we know where all the top picks went in that draft, with Chris Bosh going number 1, LeBron number 2 to the Sixers, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar going to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now we get to see how their careers turn out. Let's take a look at the teams around them. So LeBron James gets drafted into a all-right situation, I guess. I mean, he has 92 Allen Iverson. I don't know how well they're gonna mesh, but Kyrie with LeBron was really good. So this is a better team than he had when he was on the Cavs when he got drafted. So let's be thankful for that. And Keith Van Horn, Aaron McKee, Eric Snow, all pretty decent. And this is an interesting lineup. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has Zydrunas Ilgauskas on his team and not much else. Now that's how LeBron felt. Now we're gonna see how well he does in his situation. And let's go and simulate to the trade deadline. Let's just simulate and see how well they're doing halfway through the first year. I would assume they're both starting, but you never know. LeBron should be starting at small forward. Kareem, it plays center, which is the same position Big Z plays. So I don't know if they're gonna have one of them come off the bench or one at power forward or what they're gonna do, but we're gonna find out. So LeBron is doing his thing. He's averaging 25 points, 8 rebounds, 6.5 assists, almost 7. A horrible 3-point shooter, but shooting really well from the field, so that means he must be shooting dominant inside the key. And Kareem has now passed Big Z in overall, so he should be starting. He's averaging 18 points, 9 rebounds a game, 52%. I mean, 18-9 as a rookie's pretty good, but you'd expect maybe more from Kareem. I don't know. Now we're gonna go through all the way through the regular season just to see in their first year, to see how they're doing. Year 1, Kobe's the MVP. Neither of them win MVP, but the real question is who's gonna win Rookie of the Year? LeBron James wins Rookie of the Year, averaging 25 points, 8 rebounds, almost 7 assists, 1.8 steals, 1.8 blocks. Well, that's really good as a rookie. Pretty good shooting splits, better free throw shooter in the game than he is in real life. Great field goal percentage, especially for a rookie. That's insane. 29% from 3, not great. Did either of them make an All-NBA team? LeBron makes 2nd team All-NBA as a rookie. That's a great start to your career, especially when the other guy doesn't make it at all. Let's see what Kareem averaged. 18.5 points, 9 rebounds, 1.6 blocks, so less blocks per game than LeBron. LeBron and AI Sixers are the number 1 seed in the East, and the Cavs don't make the playoffs. The Philadelphia 76ers and LeBron actually have the best record in the NBA. So adding LeBron made them the best team in the NBA. And they lose in round 1 to the Hawks. And the Lakers go back-to-back again with Shaquille O'Neal as the MVP. But so far, LeBron doing his thing. I'm interested to see how the teams build around these two players. So let's take a look. The Sixers don't add much. They add an old Tony Kukoc. He's a 77, so that's not really doing much. And the Cavs add another center, a 21-year-old center. That's not what we're looking for. They had an old Derek Fisher, 30 years old, he's only 76. I'm afraid the Cavs are gonna suck again. LeBron might be in the MVP conversation this year. 2nd team All-NBA as a rookie, number 1 overall seed, but let's find out right now. LeBron does not win MVP. Kevin Garnett wins MVP. Carmelo most improved, so 2nd year Carmelo most improved. Really good numbers. Neither one on a 1st team All-NBA. LeBron again, 2nd team All-NBA. His points went up to 27. His rebounding went up half of rebound, went down half of assist. Defense about the same. His 3-point percentage way better, shooting 37% from 3 this year. Free throws a little bit better. better, and another over 2,000 point season. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, not on the third team All-NBA. And LeBron gets an all-defensive second team NBA, so that's really good for the overall career arc. The Philadelphia 76ers are the 5th best team in the NBA, and the Cleveland Cavaliers are out of the playoffs and 21st overall. Philly advances and loses in the Eastern Conference Finals to the eventual champion Milwaukee Bucks and Michael Red. And we're on to year number 3. The Philadelphia 76ers add really nobody of notoriety. Eric Snow's older and he's now the worst player on the team. Andrew Bogut, a young center. We all know Andrew Bogut turns out to be good. Injuries held him back, but there's no injuries in this. Brian Scalabrine. And LeBron's got 1 year left on his contract, so this is a big turning point in his career. Will he leave? Will he stay? Kareem also on his last year of his rookie deal. He's a 92 overall, but really not much around him. They add Kerry Kittles, who's an 81, but he's 31 years old. Any help is good help at this point. Now, this is where Kareem really needs to take a step forward, hopefully bring his team to the playoffs as the #1 guy. And LeBron needs to finally get over that hump. I mean, saying finally, it's in his 3rd year. They went first round exit, Eastern Conference exit, so now they're looking to get over the hump into the finals, and maybe he might get an MVP. And Kareem looking to make his first all NBA or all defensive team. LeBron James in year number 3 wins MVP of the league, 33.5 points, almost 10 rebounds, almost 7 assists, 2 steals and a block and a half, shooting 56.5% from the field, 77 from free throw, that's really good for him, and 42.5% from 3. This guy has got it all. I think he may be in the running for Defensive Player of the Year. He's not, but Kobe Bryant wins Defensive Player of the Year with lesser stats. Who's to say? Stolen award. A lot of people are talking. LeBron James makes his first All-NBA first team as the MVP, and holy cow, the Indiana Pacers got Shaq and Tim Duncan. That's got to be the best team in the NBA. And again, no All-NBA award for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. LeBron first team All-Defense. Kareem nowhere to be found. But they do match up in the first round of the playoffs. Philly as the 2 seed and Cleveland as the 7 seed. And the Pacers are only the 4 seed. And the Cavaliers beat... Whoa, what just happened in these playoffs? The Cavaliers and Kareem upset LeBron and Philly in the first round. They beat the Magic and then lose to the expansion Charlotte Bobcats, who go on to beat the Lakers and Kobe in the finals. And this team is Zach Randolph, Kenyon Martin, and Devin Harris. Zach Randolph carried them to a championship. And we're on to year number 4. All right, so LeBron James and the 76ers, he's still there. It must have been a team option. And they add Elton Brand, and I don't remember if they had Rachel LaFrance, but Rachel LaFrance is there. At 95, 93, and 89, this team should be really good again. And the Cleveland Cavaliers have done nothing. They drafted Jimmy Dudley, whoever that is. In year 4, their rookie deals, they both carry over into their team options. They both accept, but they're both on their last year of their contract. So I'm interested to see if either one of them gets traded. I can see Kareem maybe getting traded. And LeBron, I think he might stay in Philly. Got a good situation. In year 4, LeBron James goes back-to-back as MVP. 30 points per game, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, 2.3 steals, 1.8 blocks. I think he's gonna win Defensive Player of the Year also. He should have won last year. And LeBron gets stolen again. Another Defensive Player of the Year by Ron Artest. Another stolen award, you might say. First team All-NBA as the MVP. And Kareem finally makes an All-NBA team, All-NBA 3rd team. He averaged 24 points, 12.5 rebounds, shooting 59%. That's really good. Hey, good for you. A career 21 and 11 guy. Pretty good in a block and a half. So far, LeBron's a 29-point scorer, almost 9 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, more blocks than Kareem. So far, LeBron is dominating this guy, and he's got all the awards so far. And they're matching up in the first round as a 1 and an 8 seed overall. Philly takes them, and Philly loses to the 2 tall team in the second round. Tim Duncan, Shaquille O'Neal's Pacers, who lose to the Magic, who lose to the Timberwolves and Kevin Garnett in the final. Now we're going into year 5, and I think Kareem is gonna leave because they have not done anything around him. LeBron James is 22 years old. He's now a 97 overall. They got Ty Lue on their team, 97, 92, and 90, so they all got better. And Rachel LaFrance and Tyronn Lue, their next best, with a young Andrew Bogut on the come up. And Kareem is still there. He re-upped 4 years, $71 million with the team who is putting nothing around him and still put nothing around him. This team is literally the exact same. And LeBron James three-peat 3 times in a row is the MVP of the league. 32 points per game, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, and 1.3 blocks. 47% from 3. Another first team for LeBron. And nothing for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And they're matching up again as the 1 and the 8 seed. At least he's making the playoffs. And they lose. And LeBron enters the finals, and LeBron finally wins the finals. Not the finals MVP, but in year, I think this is 5, LeBron wins the finals. Now LeBron, through 5 years, has 3 MVPs in a row, a bunch of first team and second team All-NBA awards. Kareem, only to his name, has an Eastern Conference Finals appearance as the 7th seed and 1 All-NBA third team. So it's not looking great for him. Allen Iverson is no longer on the club. He wins finals MVP and he leaves. And surprise, surprise, the Cleveland Cavaliers have done nothing. 4 MVPs in a row, 33.5 points, 9.5 rebounds, 8.5 assists, 2.5 steals, 1.5 blocks. This guy's got to win Defensive Player of the Year this year, finally, I think. LeBron literally has better defensive numbers than Ron Artest. Ron Artest has won Defensive Player of the Year 3 times in a row. This is an outrage. Another first team All-NBA. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar gets his second third team All-NBA, averaging 24, 11.5, 63%. That's really good. 22 points per game for his career so far through 6 years. 10.7 rebounds per game for his career, 1.5 blocks on 59% shooting. In comparison to LeBron with 30 points per game, 9 rebounds, 7.5 assists, 2.1 steals, 1.5 blocks per game on 55.5% shooting, 43% from 3. And LeBron upsets the 1 seed, goes to the finals, and wins the finals. Does not need Allen Iverson's time, so now he's a back-to-back finals champion, and now gets his first finals MVP, even though he should have had it last year. He averaged 30 points per game, 8 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals, 2.3 blocks, 55%.
After year 6, I decided to just let the sim go until one of them retired. Through that span of time though, LeBron achieved 6 MVP awards, with LeBron finally getting his Defensive Player of the Year award, winning 9 Defensive Player of the Year awards, 9 All-Defensive First Teams, 10 All-NBA First Teams, and winning 2 more NBA championships. While Kareem added just 4 All-NBA Second Teams, with 4 All-NBA Third Teams, as well as adding 5 All-Defensive First Teams, with 3 All-Defensive Second Teams, and also adding 1 NBA championship to his ledger. Both players moved around. LeBron went from the Sixers, then to the Rockets, while Kareem went from the Cavs, then to the Hornets, then to the Clippers, and then finally to the Kings. Now let's get back to the simulation.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has retired after 17 years as a 1-time champion. Wow, that's a lot less than he did in real life. 15-time All-Star, that's pretty good. Best center ever? I don't think so there, pal. Is he era made? I don't know. I think so, according to this sim. He averaged for his career 21 points per game, 10.7 rebounds, 1.7 assists, 0.6 steals, 1.5 blocks, on 58% shooting, 77% from the free throw line, and he totals out at 29,320 points per game, which is about 9,000 less than he did in real life. Tough scene there, buckaroo. So the real Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is now 4th on the scoring list, behind LeBron James in this sim, who still has 2 more people to catch, which is Tracy McGrady, and Kobe Bryant is actually the #1 scorer of all time. Took him 20 years to get the 44,000 points. And the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar from this sim is 19th on this list, behind Paul Pierce. So still top 20 scorer, but not really Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. But that's how it shakes out. LeBron James is now no longer the best player in the NBA. That belongs to Derrick Rose. LeBron is still a 98. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's legacy is nowhere near his legacy he left in real life. His legacy is not even as good as Dirk Nowitzki's. This sim compared to Dirk Nowitzki's real life, I would say Dirk's better than him. Is he even a top 20 player? Top 25 player? I don't think so. LeBron back on the first team, though he's starting to fall off a little bit. You see there, he went from 28, 26, 22, 22, 21. So he's getting less and less and less. Still 7.5 rebounds, 7.5 assists, still the same guy. 2 steals, 1.5 blocks, 50, 40, 90 guy. Just passed 40,000 points, good for him. The Rockets just missed out in the play-in. Now we're going into the 2021-2022 season. He still has about just under 4,000 points, 3,500 points left to go to catch Kobe and be the #1 all-time scorer in this sim. That's gonna be about 2 years, I would say. I don't know if he's gonna play 2 more years though. He is now the 3rd best player in the NBA, but still the highest rating. LeBron's still on the Rockets. They add Christian Wood. That's about it. LeBron back on the first team, and his scoring went back up to 26 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, 2.5 steals, 1.3 blocks. Just when you think he's slowing down, this guy picked it right back up. Over 2,000 points that season, putting him at just under 43,000 points for his career. So next season, he's gonna pass Kobe. Why would you retire? You just averaged 26 points per game. Why would you do that? He retires 1,729 points away from Kobe Bryant. He wouldn't even have to average 20 points a game to get that. And he just averaged 26. He's never averaged below 20. I mean, he beat Kareem's real record in real life, but you would be #1 in this sim too, but you retired. So there you have it. LeBron ends up 2nd on the all-time scoring list behind Kobe Bryant. He does surpass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record in this sim like he's about to in real life, and he did way better than the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the sim that we had in the same draft class, but Kobe is the #1 overall scorer. If you want to see more stuff like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button, click on this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!